What's up, guys? So today, surprise package showed up in the mail, and it is a set of rear pegs for the Challenger that lots of people have been asking for. So, obviously, as you know, I have the C3 front boards. These are the first that he ever made. Super happy with them, along with this. The problem with these was he didn't offer anything for the rear, and a lot of people wouldn't want to buy these without getting the rear ones, as awesome as these are. So now that issue is averted because we're changing out these things. So if you notice on a bunch of different rear pegs and boards, mini boards for the Challengers, they don't fold up and stay up. You always usually see them down. That was an issue. I really didn't like them being down. I also didn't want mini boards. I wanted smaller pegs. That way I can put my feet back up here when I'm riding on long rides and be able to flip them up. So the solution that Ryan came up with is, so obviously this unscrews here, goes in here, and then you're gonna get the spring, and then this is gonna go in there. He gave me two separate sets of washers, so if you notice on the bike, the only thing that keeps this up is just tension on the rubber peg itself. So you notice this just sits there and moves. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to replicate this action with that spring, and it should keep it up and down. These are kind of a pain to take off. There's a little snap ring under here that you got to take out. You just undo that snap ring and this pops right through. But let's look at these things. So these are all handmade in America, obviously. All billet machined, and since these pegs are going to flip up, he wanted the underside to look just as nice as this side, which a lot of boards don't. So as you can see, everything's nice and chamfered. Of course, I want to draw, but most likely most of these will be in black or chrome. I'm gonna allow those options just like front boards, but I want to note raw, just keep the theme of the bike. Obviously he machines all these pieces too, especially for him. So let's get these assembled quick and we'll throw on the bike. So just like his front boards, he provides you with some blue RTV for these bolts here. I'm not using it because I have my own. Obviously left and right are different, so this can slide up and down. Obviously left and right here, so that just goes in there. Nice fit. A little blue RTV on this bolt. And thread it right in. So I'm not going to tighten this too much because I want to get the angle of this when this goes in there. I want to set this angle kind of flat, and then also make sure to see what it looks like when it's tucked up and in like that. So what you're going to do is take your spring, and then like I said, I have two different thicknesses of washers here. Ignore my stupid dogs. And that's going to go in just like that. So let's go get that other pin off the bike. So for those of you who don't know, this type of clip is the same clip that they use in the FDR, so anybody that's ever taken these off knows what a pain they are, but it's kind of hard to see. So the easiest thing to do is you just get a pick and a flathead. It's kind of like a key ring. It's really hard to get in there and see it. But basically just get one end and you work your way off around it, and then the whole thing just comes off. We are going to reuse this, so don't lose it. There it goes. So that's basically what it is. It's the same for both sides. And the pin just comes right out. And there you go. So this, obviously, your factory one. And we're going to change that. And there you go. So you just kind of start around, work it all the way around, and you're good to go. Just make sure that it's all in the groove, and you're done. Now Ryan really thinks of everything. So these bottom ones, obviously there's no stop. So what he did was he has another Allen key in here, and what you can do is adjust this in or out. Obviously put a little bit of blue Loctite on this before you install it, but you can go right under here and adjust this in or out depending on where you want this to sit. So obviously if you adjust the pin in, this is a little lower, you adjust it out, it's a little bit higher. But we have it. Nice set of C3 rear pegs. They do stick out a little bit more, so you do have a little bit more room. Obviously, see just a hair more room you have, but nice minimalistic. Matches the fronts very well when they're up. You can see all that nice, pretty machining down there, and looks a lot better than these big stock things. So we'll get this clip back in here, and this ought to be done, and we'll move on to the other side. And just like that, we're done. So these things look quite nice. I'm really impressed with them. Like I said, when these are actually powder coated black, they'll just blend in very nicely. I'm not sure if he's going to coat these pins or not. I guess you'll find out when you order them. I don't know when these are going to be on the website. I will edit the description when I do know tentatively. I know this is his first set he did, so like the boards, I went to trial and error them, see if there's any issues with them. As far as I can see, there are absolutely no issues. Again, just make sure you lock tight this back little jam nut. Even if this jam nut falls out or you don't have it adjusted right, it'll still sit almost level. It sat just a hair down before I realized that you even put that in there. But again, Loctite should be good, should be golden. And then again, you can also rotate this depending on your passenger if she likes to have her feet back or forward. But right now I just have them level, and I'll still be able to put my feet on them if I go on long trips. So if I'm going on long trips, I kind of like to stick them back like I'm riding a sport bike. So what I can do is I can loosen this up and actually turn this front forward a little bit, and then my foot can actually just rest on it like that. So matches the front nicely. For the second mod today, just something I've never seen on a Challenger, and we have a CRG lane splitter. So what I had to do was I bought a 1-inch adapter from CRG. Did have to grind a little bit out in here for the adapter to go in, but this is the CRG EXO mirror. But what's neat about these mirrors is, let's see if we can convey. So if you look in this mirror, you can see my wife's car, and you have the fence back there. You look in this mirror, you can see my KTM and the fence, but you can't see my wife's car in here. You can't see my KTM over here. However, if you look in this mirror, it's kind of hard to see. So basically looking at it from my eye straight down, I'm just going to zoom in, but you can see this car and my dirt bike and the back right side of the bike. So obviously when you're sitting up here, with the way this convex is, you can see on both sides of the back of the bike. Basically doing away with these two mirrors. And obviously, with these mirrors off, it does clean up the bike a good bit. I have these mirrors currently for sale on the forum. They'll probably be sold by the time I finish this video. For the Arlen Ness mirrors that I have on here, I didn't buy the adapter for this. Basically what I did was, obviously it was just off, I just took this cap off and screwed this in and then put the jam nut down as far as I could. And it was been fine for, I don't know, a little over a year. But, mirrors off, kind of cleans up the bike a little bit. And obviously, this just folds in when you don't need it. I had the plain CRG on Melissa's bike. It doesn't have all the fancy milling, it's the same thing. Then I have another EXO on my bike. If you want to buy one of these mirrors for your FTR or the Challenger, I'll put in a link in the description, and go to pjschurchofspeed.com. He's also the guy that has the chain and sprocket kits for the FTRs. He has the best prices. He beats Revzilla's prices, really anybody's prices, but he does carry CRG. It's not currently on his website, but if you message him, he can get the parts. And that'll be all for today's video. Unfortunately, it's still 35 degrees here in PA. Some random lovely spring. So hopefully we'll get this out and test them out. Like I said, if there's any issues, I'll edit the description, but everything, all the links to buy everything is down below. Thanks for watching, guys.